And it's a bit of a long one, so I don't want to commit to 2 videos today. So yeah. So hopefully everybody's got their snack and is ready.
Look, it's no secret that we enjoy making leather-bound books, but we also like making custom computers. So what if we combine the two to make a real leather-bound computer? You see, ever since Halsey rebuilt his computer from the absolutely massive fantasy tavern into this little black box, he's just been sitting here all sad and alone in the corner. So sad. The goal is to make the computer resemble a book. So I'm thinking like having some grapes at the top here to, imitate book pages. Then the sides of the computer can be book covers, with embossings and carvings on them. And then finally the front of the PC, I want to make look like a book spine with ridges and stuff. Oh, and of course I want the internals of the computer to actually match the aesthetic of everything. But we'll get to that one thing at a time. Well, there is just one little problem. I have never actually been able to get the result I've wanted when I've done leather carving in the past. I mean, like this, it's way too shallow. Same with this. There's just no real depth here. And I think it might be the leather we've used has just been too thin. And that's why this time I got the thickest, most expensive piece of vegetable tan leather I could find, which should be perfect for carving. And also this time I have done a bunch of research on how to prep leather properly for carving and tooling. And apparently the solution is casing.
But Martina, what does that mean?
Casing is basically just a fancy way of saying make leather wet. Kind of. You see, the important thing is that when you have a leather piece, moisture is applied and distributed evenly in the fibers. What you have to do is apply the water until the leather is saturated, but not so much water it becomes like all kinds of fluffy. Once you have it saturated, you take that, put it in a plastic bag, seal it shut, so then all that good moisture can have a little party in here overnight till the next morning when you can take it out of the bag again, put it on your counter, leave it to dry until it reaches its natural color again, and only then is it ready for tooling. Leather tools, leather pieces, our computer case. Beautiful and fresh. The only thing is I don't feel quite confident enough to start building on this, so I'm gonna make a little test piece first because man, I don't
PCs are
this
definitely
leather.
expensive.
Hello. Let's carve. First off, we need to transfer these lines.
I'm also one of those people that I like people's customization
So we got the
of
lines
their
carved in,
PCs,
and how
but I would
comes
never
the
do
stamping?
this.
But I think I'm just gonna start with
I always put my
stamping
PC
in
under
the
the
background
desk.
and then try to make it a bit more 3D after.
Oh, that's looking good.
Okay, background's looking pretty good. So now I'm gonna use some of these little guys and try to give this some dimension, make it a bit more 3D.
Nice.
Excuse me? That's looking kind of nice. There's just one more thing I want to do to this, and that is to stain it. And dry again. Dude, I think we have it. That was a lot of work just for a little test piece. Oh yeah, this is where the actual project begins. Okay. All right, folks, testing's over, which means it's showtime. And let's begin with the most time-consuming part. Why not? You know, the pieces that need the most leather carving of all of them, the 2 side panels. I started off with laser cutting 4 layers of plywood for each of the 2 covers, smacked them together with wood glue, and left it to dry. There we go. Now, while that is drying, let us cut out a big ol' chunk of leather so we can case it properly.
Yeah, we were just talking about tables and stuff. Yeah, their studio is really nice.
And leave it overnight. So I let the leather rest for a little bit, and in the meantime I routed out the corners of the book covers just to give them a bit more dimension. That looks so much better. And so it is time to glue the leather to the wood covers, which turned out to be a lot harder than I expected it to be because, oh boy, he's thick.
How on earth is this gonna go? Just gonna find the edges. I think we need to do is cut it open in the center, make it a bit easier.
Well, this was the moment that things started to get very chaotic very fast.
Not good.
What's going on?
The leather is just too thick, so it's like impossible to get it into the embossings.
Like, the issue is that you're not able to like push it down.
Yeah.
Is there any tools we can use or anything to
I don't know. I'm kind of just panicking.
Basically what happened was that the leather we're using here is extremely thick. Like 4.5 mil thick, perfect for carving, but not the best for embossing and wrapping around tight corners. Right after we'd applied the glue, we quickly realized that we were not prepared for how difficult it was to shape this leather. And so we had to just scramble to try to make a jig that could help us shape this leather around the wood before the glue started to set.
Once we got this cut out, it's going to be smaller than the square in the center, so we can then take this, hopefully, and like squish it and clamp it down in the center. I don't know, I'm just hoping it works. If it doesn't, then, I don't know.
Honestly, the chaos just got worse from here because we couldn't clamp to the table, so we had to get another one.
Go, 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 go!
And you know it's about to get real when you have to bring out the...
Galvanized square.
Steel.
I'm not in the mood for this.
In the end, we did manage to clamp it down and get the leather embossed, but...
I mean, the glue is probably dry now anyway.
But wait, can this work? If we just let it dry now, so it kind of gets the shape, and then we remove the whole piece of leather, and then we use contact cement to put it back on?
I guess.
Well, we won't actually know if that's possible before a few hours from now, so time to go through the clamping chaos again, just on the floor, since we're out of clamps.
Nice. Let's see if we can peel it off. Yeah, that really didn't work with that glue. But that's good in this case. Hey, nice. Okay. I think that's gonna work. Now let us take contact cement, smoosh it on there.
And this is why she has somebody that she works with too. I think they're
And
husband and
now I
wife.
have one shot to
They're
get
either
this
husband and wife
alignment
or
right.
at least significant others, so.
Nice and slow. There. Okay. Looking good. Well, I think we got the alignment right. Well, that was easier than expected. Saw it in there. Galvanized square steel, baby. And now we wait again. Now let's see what this looks like. Ooh, okay. Can't complain. That's looking kind of nice. With the fact that this leather is so freaking thick, I think this looks pretty good. Okay, the excitement is coming back. Let's get these edges folded and glued. Now try to thin it down a little bit. Maybe it's easier to fold it in. Thinning down this leather is impossible. I'm never gonna be able to like bend it over the edge, am I? What if... Hold on. I could just grab this 1 mil leather and get a really nice and sharp edge.
Yeah. I think that works.
Why didn't I do this from the start? You know what? You gotta have a small brain before you can have a big one.
That's right. Oh, that's smart. Have the laser engraver do like the baselines for you, and then you can go back and actually do the cutting and like stuff to make it look like a
Good night.
I also really like their NerdForge merch, the sweater that she wears and stuff.
At
Yeah, it
freaking
saves
last,
so much
my
time.
friends. We can do the carving. Oh, man, it was a road to get here. Jeez. Oh, but this is gonna be good. But before we carve, I have something I want to tell you about. And just, it's very random, but just hear me out, okay? I know a lot of you have been waiting for this, and I'm happy to say that the cryptic gold hoodie and joggers are back, baby! Woo! If you haven't seen them before,
back?
they are our super comfy 100% cotton hoodie and
they
jogger
also have a
sets, now
backpack.
upgraded with embroidered gold details for nice durability. They're currently in stock,
These are
so they will be
so freaking
shipped out
nice.
immediately if you order before they run out at NerdForge.store. I love these things. It's just so nice to be able to feel like a slob and not look like one. Know what I mean? But that's not all. For the past year, I have been trying to design the ultimate backpack myself.
That's what I'm like.
For me. We've made many iterations to test, what works and not least what doesn't work, with 3 goals in mind.
Oh,
to
I
make
like
it sturdy,
this.
make it functional, and most importantly, cool looking. First of all, it has so many compartments. In the front, there's 1 compartment, 2 compartments. This one has lots of little sub-compartments. Then on both sides, you have another compartment, another compartment,
This would be a good
and not to
travel
mention
bag.
these pretty big water bottle compartments where you can just easily slot a 1.5 liter bottle in there. Then on the back here, which I think is a neat little detail, is a luggage strap. And
And
there's
it looks
a hidden
cool,
little
like-
passport room in here. There's no way someone's gonna come like this and try to grab it. Nice and safe. And then finally on the outside, we have a little separate laptop compartment here, so you can access it without having to actually get into all your stuff. And then this is probably one of my favorite things. You can open the backpack in the front like this, normal backpack. But
Yeah,
oh wait, there's more. It can actually open all the way down, baby.
That's good
Look at
for if you have
that.
equipment
I hate
and stuff.
traveling with suitcases, but
I was
having a
about to say,
backpack
that-
that serves as a suitcase where I can
That's
look
what I'm
into it,
saying.
it's organized, you can secure it with these straps. I love it. Oh,
Hang
and
on
also
a
on the
second,
inside, more compartments.
Let me look. Don't use the puck. I know. Well, I'm also streaming, so I don't want it to say our location. It says that it's 55. I'm waiting for it to update.
Flagana City.
57.
57.
So you'll probably want to wear a jacket. You want to call me when you get close, when you want me to order, or do you just want to go in and order?
No, you can order.
Okay.
I have the jacket.
Yes, your tentacles get cold outside.
They're frizzy.
Yep. Mr. Husband is going to get us coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee! So when he calls me, I'll have to mute stream again and make that call, but until then, we can continue watching this. Yeah! Though, I think we're both getting cold coffee. Are you getting the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both getting cold coffee.
I normally take it hot, but I like this one cold.
Yep. Well, you like the cold foam. You can't have that with the hot
Yeah,
coffee.
I want an extra shot of mine.
Gotcha. I probably only need the one myself.
That's what I like mine.
But not on purpose. To be fair, that's how I drink my coffee, normally cold, because it's not on purpose. Because I let it sit there too long. 57.
Maybe I should just let me give it a test.
You can put a long sleeve shirt on, you'd probably be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, stick your arm out there.
Probably change shirt.
Do
I
the
was just
Florida
gonna
thing.
go with my jacket on and just wear an undershirt, but
mean,
I
you
think
could
that-
just do that,
I think I
though.
might put Nah, the jacket is over too.
Okay,
Too
well,
warm.
then just go put a shirt on.
Yeah, put a real shirt on and get rid of this one.
Sounds good. Okay. I want to continue with this video, honey.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Mesh pockets on the side, little key pocket here, a little room for smaller tech and notebooks and stuff. And what's also pretty cool is that all the print you see here, that's like a gray color, is actually reflective. So if you're out in traffic, you're gonna stay safe in the dark because you're gonna be lighting up like the star you are. And what's kind of cool is that on the front top here, you can also secure pretty big items. right here, like an easel, jacket, whatever. Yeah, that was my sales pitch. Okay, thank you. If you're interested, you can pre-order
Super
at
cool.
NerdForge.store. And let's get carving. Woo!
Bye, honey. He's feeling better enough to go get us coffee, so I think he'll be okay. He just could not this morning. That looks so cool. She did such a good job. Now she's got to do more detailing. Oh. She's so talented. Like, she does painting and tech stuff, and she also does leather working and resin stuff. Like, Good morning, Thunder. That's why she has the clock next to her, so you can see actually how long it takes.
The carving is done at last. My goodness. Oh, it took so much more time than expected. You know the whole thing. But yeah, it took so much more time than expected. It's deceptively time consuming to just make lines and hammer some stamps. Like the backgrounding on one of these took 2 days only stamping the background. So thank goodness I had help to do all of these, because this would have taken me too long to do by myself. And it turned out so freaking cool. I mean, the difference it makes from just doing like background stamping, which I think is what we've done mostly in the past, to adding those 3D effects on the carvings themselves and like really using stamps to our advantage and trying to like almost use it as a clay in a way. I feel like we've unlocked a new skill, honestly. These are going on the sides, yes. But of course, to imitate this book look, we need something on the front. And I was thinking the front is the spine of the book, hence these panels right here that we're gonna attach there. But we can, I don't really want to attach these like directly on here, because I want more control of the shape of things. So let's first of all cut those out and try to create the shape of the spine.
I would say probably doing like a wood or plywood front thing that they've cut to be able to be bendable, I think would probably be the best. And how are you doing this morning, Thunder? How are you feeling? That's good. I'm glad you're hanging in there. I'm betting they're gonna put the NerdForge logo on that logo thingy, that shield.
There we go. Spine elements are done. Look at this, nice curve. And it's gonna sit like there or something. We're gonna have lots of good space for that crisp air. So chill, bros. I haven't forgotten
Bros.
about the airflow. Don't worry about it. You know what that means? We are pretty much done with the leather work. Wow. Incredible. You know, the only thing that remains is to case these again, apply the like stain and finishing touches, and that's it. So I'm thinking while this is casing again, we should move on to working on the case itself. First of which, We're gonna take our front panel, try to paint that to look like leather, you know, to blend in a little better. And then I'm gonna try to make the grates at the top look like book pages somehow. But first, front panel.
Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Oh, they're actually painting the whole PC. That's interesting. I guess it's just the case. Right? Even something like this where it's not like LEDs and stuff. I don't know. I'd be willing to
And
try
there
to
we
do
go.
something like this
I
for
ended up
myself.
also painting the case because I thought it should be kind of the same color. And yeah, it looks a little more rusty than leathery. Leather turned out to be quite hard to paint, but you know, I don't really mind. I think this is gonna look good together with the leather. Case painting, done. Final thing we're gonna do to try to sell this book illusion is to create book pages at the top here. I've laser cut a bunch of these little strips of thin MDF. The idea is that we have these that we can use as spacers. We put the long strips like this. And then if we sandwich some paper on either side of all of these, we still get spaces in between, you know, for the air. But when you see it from here, it's just gonna look like a book. And also the leather is now ready for staining. And you know what that means? It's freaking time for assembly, baby! Let's go.
Oh, so she actually took some paper. Oh, that looks so cool!
Oh my
that
god, I
really
can't
fucking
believe how
sells it.
well that worked. It looks like a book from the side.
Yes. You knew it. There we go. I was like, when are they gonna bring in the NerdForge logo? The bookbinding? Are you serious? Oh my god, that's so cool.
It is done!
That looks so fucking cool.
Can't believe how well this turned out.
I know.
I feel like I should be able to open it. Just like,
Right?
Yeah.
Just like
yeah.
open the whole thing. Oh, there's a couple of things here that I'm really happy with. First of all, because you know all the comments, airflow not obstructed, not even a little bit. Because like if you look here at the top,
The pages is the great.
I know, isn't it great? Sorry. And also the front here, like the spine of the book, there's still like
Nothing covers.
lots of
nothing,
space.
Nothing covers the actual holes. Yeah. Very good. So we have full airflow.
Yeah.
That's perfect. I need that. So so that's good. Should we put it on the desk?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Oh, it's heavy.
Oh no.
Oy, oy, oy.
I'm just gonna plug in the power cable in.
Please.
And now the button is like in here, so it's still super accessible.
Oh, that
We
looks
got
so
lights.
fucking
Oh, I like
cool.
the RGBs in
yeah.
the front. It's a book with RGB. Who doesn't want that?
That's fucking
Ah,
awesome.
Wait, oh yeah, it just needs a
Oh
moment.
my god. Yeah, buddy. There is light inside. Okay, we can take a closer
and it
look.
turns on.
And it turns on. Amazing.
Yes.
Oh,
It looks so
Looks
much
so
better.
cool.
I honestly think it enhanced the whole vibe of the area. And it matches sort of our style, which I really enjoy.
it does. It looks really cozy. Like a little book nook. Well, guys, that is all. We have created a leather-bound computer, and it was just fun to try to combine, you know, computer building with bookbinding in this sort of funky way. And I feel like I finally managed to do leather carving the way I wanted.
Yay!
At last! Thank you so much for watching, and of course, a massive thank you to our patrons. You're freaking awesome. And now, at last, it is time. Let's have a look at the final result.
It's so awesome. Look at it! Ah, it's so good! They always do such cool things, though. Like, that's why I love watching their videos. So good. So good! So fucking good. Thumbs up. Thumbs up for sure. Yay.